Hi, everyone, and welcome to this very special series on the Sania Farooqui Show, where we will spend the next few days speaking to journalists from India for our Press Freedom Under Fire Women in Media Speak Out series, supported by the International Association of Women in Radio and Television, the Journalism and Media Center, Media International Center at Oslo Metropolitan University, and IPS News NORAM. I'm absolutely thrilled to have an amazing set of journalists joining us today for our conversation. We're going to spend the next 60 minutes discussing journalist safety in the digital age, trolling, surveillance, and digital security. Shrishti, online violence has become the new frontline for women journalists, and your experience with online trolling and abuse made you lose your job. And I'm very sorry about that. If you're comfortable, tell us what happened.
When I was trolled and when I lost my job because of trolling, and so I was not some very big popular journalist. I was just a city reporter covering education. I never considered myself a person who has to have a public appearance or anything like that. I was just myself, and I considered myself as a very ordinary person who came from a very small town, and I never anticipated that something like this can come to me. I was never trolled in my life. I had a very positive social media environment. I was in touch with just a couple of friends. Hardly there were any followers, and I knew all of them. So I never anticipated कि ये चीज मेरे साथ हो सकती है. So जब इस ऐसा कुछ मेरे साथ हुआ, so one thing that actually struck me, that it doesn't matter if you are a person of interest or if you're not a person of interest. It can happen with anybody. Internet is such a strange place that anything said by you, whether it is said in jest, whether it is said in satire, whether it is said out of critique, it can be blown out of proportion, out of context, and trolling can be manufactured against you. And having said that, it also exposes a very deep misogynist as well as majoritarian aspect of our society.
Could you give us a few examples from your own experience where, because of your work, you've been abused or trolled, or for a particular story, you faced a certain challenge just to get it published, or what happened once it was published?
You might be aware of the burning of three Dalit villages in Dharmapuri. It happened in 2012 after a love marriage of Ilavarasan
Between,
and Divya.
yeah.
Ilavarasan was murdered after that. At that time, I was writing stories on that particular thing, that the Dharmapuri villages. And I went to the field and I was writing initially in Ananda Vigadan. And after that, I just shifted to India Today. And in India Today, I was writing continuously about that thing. And PMK had a major role in that burning of villages. And everybody knows that. It's very obvious. So that PMK people were so angry on me, and they started trolling me online. And one particular man called Kishore Kesami, and he is now in Pural prison in Dundas Act. After 10 years, we could send him to jail. Actually, we need a change in the government to do that. He was a habitual offender. He used to write filthy things about women journalists. I have seen so many women journalists who went to depression kind of thing, and he was the sole. He was sole responsible for that thing. He was writing about me. He assassinated my character.
कविता, मैं आपके पास आ रही हूँ.
Thank you.
आप बताइए, आपने किस तरह से ऑनलाइन या ऑफलाइन ट्रोलिंग देखी है?
जहाँ तक मैं ट्रोल हुई, और ऑलरेडी मैंने ट्रोल के डर के मारे मैंने कभी अपना प्राइवेसी नहीं लगाया है। मैंने कभी अपना फेसबुक, मैसेंजर, इंस्टा और व्हाट्सएप, मुझे लगा कि डर गए तो फिर मर गए तो क्यों मैं करो, सालों कितना ट्रोल करोगे। तो अगर उन्होंने मुझे गाली दी तो कई बार मैंने उनको गाली दिया, मैंने उनको खुली छूट दिया है। जब लोगों ने सेक्स जैसे के शब्द को यूज किया, मैंने कहा तेरी हिम्मत हो तो तू बीच चौराहे पर आ जा, मैं आ जाऊंगी। तो मैंने कई बार ऐसे भी ट्रोलिंग में मैंने खुले फेसबुक में, सोशल मीडिया में मैंने खुले में लिखा है, क्योंकि मुझे लगा यार ये मुझे ट्रोलिंग कर रहे हैं तो मैं शर्माने क्या बात है। अगर वो इतने गंदे शब्द लिख रहे हैं तो मुझे लिखने में क्या डर है। तो मैंने उनके ट्रोलिंग का जम करके जवाब दिया, और मैंने, अगर उन्होंने गाली दिया तो मैंने भी गाली ही दिया है। मैंने उनको पूजा नहीं है। तो ऑलरेडी हमें लगता है कि बहुत हम औरतों को स्ट्रांग होना पड़ेगा, हम इतना कोमल नहीं बनना, हमें रोना नहीं है। जब लोग हमें ट्रोल करते हैं तो हमें नहीं अंदर से लेना है कि ये गाली दे रहे हैं, ये गाली हमें नहीं दे रहे हैं, ये गाली अपने आप को दे रहे हैं। अगर